Welcome to Confident Chaos. My name is Mel, and I'm here to do a reading for my Leo Nation. So come on in, Lions. I missed you guys. We're going to see what's going on. We're going to see what Leo needs. That's what came in my head. What Leo needs, pick up this deck. So whatever comes out is kind of what you lack in Leo. Okay. Um, this is your first time here. Welcome. The channel is still a baby. We're still growing. I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers. If you please can subscribe to the channel so I can go live on this channel. Can't go live with 7 subscribers, baby. So I'm gonna need y'all to subscribe. It comes across. I see you guys watching. A lot of people watch that's not subscribed, and that's not helping me, baby. So if you come across this channel and you like my vibes, subscribe, please. Okay, what's going on with Leo? Also, I have a main channel, Confident Chaos. So if you haven't, subscribe over there. That's why I do all the signs. Over here is the Leo Nation. Okay. So let's see what's going on with Leo. What does Leo need, Holy Spirit? What does Leo need? What does Leo need, Spirit? What does Leo need? On the bottom, we have intimacy issues. Leo, I feel like you're not being satisfied in the area, baby. You craving some type of fire, right? But it's kind of like, what do they call that? Is that the anxious avoidant? Is that it? Or I forgot the name of it. It's a term for it. It's like you want love, you want it near you, but it makes you anxious. So you kind of avoid it when it does come close. So that's in the future tense, Leo. I don't know why that's coming out, but we'll see what's going on. We have unrequited love, hot girl standards, and crush vibes. So Leo, I feel like we all know. I'm a Leo sun, so we all know we love very hard, right? And when we're not receiving what we feel we should get in return, which was that bottom card, we're not feeling the love, we're not feeling the affection, we get silenced. And our silence is loud, okay? So that's why this card is coming out. It's telling me that right now in your energy, you're giving someone the silent treatment. Yeah. I feel like you're pulling back from this person, Leo, because maybe you felt like you chased them. And Leo doesn't chase, right? Leo chase you, they really like you. Leo, I saw this post on TikTok and it said, what's Leo's biggest problem? We leave. We do. We get bored and leave. We get ignored. We leave. You act funny, we leave. You have weird vibes, we leave. Like we just leave. So when Leo doesn't immediately run, because we're the runner, we're the track star, if we don't immediately run when shit is not going as planned, that means we really like you. And so Leo loves hard. But right now you're not receiving it in reciprocation. So your energy is going silent. If not, you're going silent for real, like you're not talking to this person. Okay. Um, you're learning not to bargain. You're learning that you deserve what you want. Hot girl standards. It's like I'm the full course meal, okay? And the only way you're gonna get in, only respect buys tickets. So you're standing on your 10 toes, Leo. You're not playing. You want what you want. You have your standards. You have your boundaries. And if this person wants to be with you, they better show you. You also have crush vibes. So you like this person. That's the part right there. That's the link. If you didn't like them, this wouldn't even come up in the energy because you would have been, we leave. Like that's what I should title this. Leo, we leave. So if we stick around, we actually care. So you should kind of like pay attention. This person makes you smile. I don't know if you currently, but you daydreamed about this person. This person, um, fuck butterflies, right? They light a fire inside of you. That's why it's hurting to pull back, Leo, because you really like this person. Oh, Leo. I know, I know. All right, so let's get the urban truth. Let's pull that. Matter of fact, no. What's the gossip on this person? What's the gossip? What's the gossip on this person? I don't solicit readings. I do accept donations. All of the information is in the description box. What's the gossip on Leo? What's the gossip on Leo? And now the gossip could be the energy the person feels towards you. It could be the gossip for real, like in the community. It could be a gossip, you know. But what's the gossip? It could be ethereal, spiritually, right? What's the gossip? What's the gossip? What's the gossip for Leo? Ooh, on the bottom we have DM slide. Ooh, somebody gonna slide in your DM, Leo. Ooh. Oh. Oh. We have rebound, soul contracts, and closure. Leo. The gossip on you right now is that, and this doesn't necessarily have to be true, right? It's just the gossip that you have a relationship that's ending. A relationship that people looked at as you guys being fated, like a fated connection, right? Like, you know, that couple, right? Soul contract. The gossip is that you're letting that go. And one of you, either you or this other person, is going to have a little rebound situation going on, especially since you have somebody sliding in your DMs. So either you or this person, Leo, the gossip on the street is that the relationship is coming to an end. And even though it's kind of sad because it seems like you guys were made for each other, but it kind of feels like you are going to distract yourself, temporary comfort, just to avoid loneliness. Okay? I mean, I get it. Sure. Doesn't mean you're sleeping with everybody. Doesn't mean you can't sleep with anybody. It's just you're avoiding trying to deal with. It's the way you're coping with something right now. Right, wrong, or indifferent. That's just what you're doing. Okay? Let's pull the urban truth. See what's going on. Maybe the crush vibes is what's going to take you out of. Remember, we have crush vibes here. Maybe that crush vibe with that rebound is the one that's going to put a smile on your face. Ooh, naked boy. I should put the camera on you. All right, let's see what's going on. What do we have for Leo? What do we have for Leo? On the bottom, we have the universe pushes back. Obstacles redirect you intentionally. You're being moved towards alignment. Nothing is random. All right, so that could be coming up. It could be an event that's coming up that's going to make you make a decision that you didn't think you were going to make, or you didn't think you would have to make so soon, but everything is happening in divine timing, so don't worry about it. And that's just for some people. You have take your power back. Energy never lies, and you're the prize. So Leo, it feels like someone drained your strength, right? And you're trying to gain your confidence back. I feel like someone's intentions was kind of showing, and you recognize that you saw it for what it was. I don't know if you wanted to believe it or not, but obviously you took your power back in this situation. You realize that you bring the unique value. You're the prize, right? Sometimes people have a hard time recognizing your worth. But Leo, I feel like you finally got to a place where you know that you need to sit back and receive and not chase. That's the only time we have our energy in balance. We can't keep chasing something or keep harping on it. We just got to put it out in the universe and then just release it and expect it to come. Already see ourselves there. So if you want to put yourself in a position to where you're not in a relationship where you feel like the power dynamics is off, then you just have to start seeing yourself that way. All right? Don't First of all, don't ignore any flags. If your energy is if your gut is telling you something, you need to listen to it, right? Maybe your gut was telling you that you're undervaluing yourself. Maybe your gut was telling you that you was chasing this person. And again, we're going to go back to the first line with unrequited love. You love hard, but that doesn't mean that you're supposed to sit there and get stomped on. No. And just because you don't always chase, and honestly, Leo, we leave, right? I told you I saw that on TikTok. It's the truth. We do. We rather not deal with something. We would just, especially since we rather our alone time anyway. So we rather not deal with something. We rather just leave. But when it's people that we actually have some type of attachment to, feelings, whatever, we're not so quick to just leave. So I feel like that's where you're like conflicted. You feel like in your gut, you feel like you're not listening to your intuition. And I feel like spirit is trying to remind you that put yourself first in certain situations, right? Don't lose sight that you're the prize, okay? Not saying the other person isn't, but if you're focused on them, who the fuck is focused on you, right? You got to think you the shit first before anybody else do. All right. What's blocking you? Because this take your power back and energy never lies is kind of bothering me. What is blocking you? What's blocking, Leo? What's blocking your energy, your movement? On the bottom, you have delete. Delete the text, block the number, reclaim the peace, closure, detachment, release. So this is something that you need to do, you're going to do, or you're being advised to do. It's something in your energy that you need to release. You're holding on to something that's causing you some type of blockage. You have spiritual glow ups don't come with filters. Sometimes it's just bad decisions. Silence is an answer too, honey. All right, so it seems like it's kind of repeating. Everything is just kind of telling you that you're aware, your perception is actually the reality. You're ignoring it. You're ignoring something. Instead, you're turning a blind eye and being silent towards something. I think that came out also in the previous spread somewhere, where you're being silent instead of saying what's on your mind. Over here, yeah, unrequited love. Your silence, but your silence screams, but still, it doesn't matter. You're not saying something, so you're holding on to some type of energy. You could be given mixed signals, not clear answers. Again, this accountability is coming up, Leo. I feel like you need to take accountability for something. What is that about? Let's see. Comparison. Obsessing won't update the results. Yeah. It's something that you need to release. An energy, a person, a way of thinking, a way of doing something. It's something. And it's something that caused you have to heal from it. Yeah. Also, don't think that healing comes like the card says healing is an aesthetic. It's awkward, right? It's not easy. It's not pretty. It's not fun to heal. Sometimes it's ugly. Sometimes it's a lot of self-reflection and alone time. Sometimes it's a lot of praying. Sometimes it's a lot of crying. Sometimes it's a lot of whatever, right? But it's not like, yeah, you can look, I mean, she's still cute, but you know, it's not going to be, your spiritual glow up is not going to come with filters. It's exactly what the card says. So it's like, I don't know if you thought something should have been different, look different, but this is what it is and you're doing it. So don't worry about that. Maybe your healing process is not looking the way you thought it should look. Don't worry about that. I think that's slowing you down in your healing process too. I feel like you're overthinking something. Yeah. Take ownership of something and move on. Yeah, and you're giving mixed signals to someone, Leo. Whether you know it or not, you're giving mixed signals to someone. Okay? Let's get some tarot and see what's going on. Because I feel like I'm talking to different Leos. Okay? But I am definitely dealing with a Leo that has a struggle with a relationship where they're not receiving something that they want, and they're standing strong on their standards of what they want a relationship to look like. But it's hurting you to stand strong because you do like this person, but you have to check yourself. You have to talk to yourself like, listen, I'm the fucking prize. Let me get my power back. I don't chase, I receive. You know, we all come to that. I think that's what it is, Leo. You've already been on a healing process. And this relationship kind of came back around, and it's kind of triggering something. Like, I thought I was over shit like this. I thought I wouldn't be in a place like this again. I thought this would never. But it might look similar, but it's not the same. Of course, you have ascended. I don't think you should worry about that. Let's see what's your energy. What is Leo's energy? And this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, or Venus, wherever you had it. At the bottom, you have the Two of Cups. So that's good. That's promising. Okay, you could be starting a new relationship. You guys could work together as a team, or that's coming up for you. In your energy, we have the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So that's all about being excited, passionate in your love life. And Knight of Cups is a very romantic person. So who is this person? We have the Star. Leo, you're getting your spark back after dealing with a Nine of Cups energy. This person could have been very flirtatious. You could have felt like they had unrealistic expectations. You had to heal from this person, whoever this Knight of Cups represents. This was a person that ignited a lot of passion in you, a lot of romance, right? You had great sex with this person. Okay, let me get this person's energy since they came out. I wasn't going to do a you and them, but let's get their energy. We have the Six of Coins. We have the Four of Swords. And we have the Magician in reverse. This person was deceitful and manipulative in this relationship. They lacked commitment. And you know what the problem is? I see why you're holding on to this person's energy. They have this unrealized potential, and you see it in them. This person could be controlling. This person could be telling you that they're spending time alone. They're taking a break from everything. What's your actions towards this person, Leo? What is your actions towards this person? We have the Knight of Pentacles. What else with the Knight of Pentacles? We have the Hierophant. Oh, Leo, Leo. Ten of Swords. Damn, Leo. Leo, I don't know if you and this person was on again, off again. Well, one of these cycles happened and you thought this was going to be the real thing. Like they were coming through, they were being loyal, or so it seemed, right? I don't know if they weren't. None of the cards said it, but they were being loyal, steady. They were being someone that you could rely on. With the Hierophant coming out, they were presenting more as traditional, right? Just exhibiting more serious behavior. So husband behavior, wife behavior. They were really on the ball. And then some type of breakup happened. What's their next actions? Before I go back to this, what's their next actions? I want to see what they have to say. King of Swords. I'm sorry, that's the Queen of Swords. I'm sorry. The Hangman. Oh, shit. Hold on. And the Four. What is this? Four of Wands. Oh. Shit. So, Leo, I don't know if this person made it seem like they were ready, because they did. They made it seem like they were ready to settle down. They made it seem like they were ready to have this stable, traditional type of relationship with you, and then all of a sudden you guys broke up. Why? Because with the King of Swords here, they're very selective in choosing partners, right? Their real nature is to be independent, right? An independent lover. They really like, in their nature, even if they want to give you this more traditional thing, it's kind of hard for them because that's not their nature. Like, they avoid applying pressure in romance. They avoid trying to go down this traditional route. The only reason that they're even considering or saying it is because of you, Leo. Is because you want it and you're standing your ground. So it's kind of like you're telling this person, if you're going to be in my life, you have to be in my life to this capacity. You have to put this shit down. You have to stop running the streets. You have to stop being in the streets, right? Like, I'm not saying exactly that's what's happening, but this is the type of energy it is. And this person it's really like causing tension because that's not who they are. So not only is it causing tension within themselves, it's causing tension with their family, their friends, because they're trying to change. They're trying to be a certain way for you, Leo. But in all honesty, it's kind of like the player that everybody knows them as the player, and now they want to finally settle down. People are not so quick to go with the change, right? They're kind of like, man, listen, you'll be back in the streets in 0.5 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, it's that type of energy going around, and it's not helping this person because their original, like their true nature is to be, independent. It's not really to be in a committed relationship. So what's the energy between you guys? Oh, shit. We have the Wheel of Fortune. There's going to be a shift in the relationship. Leo, if you keep standing your ground, they're going to adjust to the new dynamics. I don't give a fuck how hard it is. They're going to fold. You might experience some fluctuations in your financial situation, both of you. That's just a separate message. What's the possible outcome for these two? That's the energy between you two. So between you two, you guys are both trying to shift, trying to make adjustments to make this work. The possible outcome between you two is the Judgment. What does that mean? A renewal of love, making meaningful changes in a relationship. Yeah. So basically what's happening here is, Leo, you didn't like something. You felt like you weren't getting what you needed. But soul contracts, this relationship was a strong bond, a strong connection. Maybe it started out as a rebound, a temporary comfort, and it grew, Leo. Regardless, however it started, it could have started as a rebound, it could have started as a crush. However it started, it grew. But you both weren't moving at the same pace. So Leo specifically, because I'm showing that, Leo felt like it was an unrequited love. The other person wasn't given what they were supposed to give. Leo healed from that feeling over here. Yeah. You might have healed by flirting, you know, just taking your mind distraction while you guys had time apart, taking your power back, realizing you're the prize, because I feel like your confidence took a hit, Leo. But now, right, I think this person is moving away from what other people think, from their old self. They see you're not budging. So I think this is a person that's ready to compromise, Leo. So that's good. Let's close it up with some, oh, hell no. Holy Spirit, what do we have for Leo? What do we have for Leo? This is a possible. Ooh, if they only show affection after 2 drinks, congratulations. You're dating Jekyll and Vodka Hyde. Their sober self avoids eye contact, but suddenly they're a poet after a shot? Yeah, no. Intimacy shouldn't be on tap. Call a lift or call it off. I love this deck. So that necessarily doesn't have to be happening for you word to word, but I think it speaks to the issues that started this whole spread, which was they weren't loving you as hard as they should have. What else do we have for Leo? You're not too much, Leo. They're just emotionally snack-sized. Yeah, this person could have issues with being vulnerable. You're gourmet, honey. If they can't handle all your spice, sauce, and substance, they're not your match. They're a mouthful of bland. All right? And let me get one more for Leo. Remember, if anything resonated, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to grow the channel so that I can go live on this channel, and I need 50 of y'all just to go live, okay? Your last card is they're not coming back better. They're just circling the blockboard. If you're the fallback plan, it's not love, it's convenience with a Wi-Fi connection. Don't let your heart become their hotel. So, of course, for some of you, right, this person isn't going to do the growing in time. This person isn't going to be able to meet you where you're at. This person isn't going to be able to meet your boundaries. It's okay, you know? So for some of you, this has a big chance of working if you guys are honest with each other and you stick to your boundaries, Leo. And for others, it won't work because this person is still not coming back for the right reasons. This is what I have for you, Leo. I love you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Help your girl grow. Bye.